Hello everyone, welcome to Bright Opal Tarot. My name is Sophie and I want to thank all of my current subscribers for sticking with me and my new subscribers for hitting the subscribe button down below. I also wanted to ask you to please don't forget to give thumbs up, not only for me but for other readers, so that it helps us in the YouTube algorithm. I'm a very proud mother. Baby now flies. Yes, he flies. Now I guess he's gonna stick there. He's gonna stay there because I told you guys he flies, but yeah, he does fly very well indeed. I found him flying from his cage to the cupboard that I had left open with pots and pans, and that was in the kitchen. So I was very proud. Pissed off because I have to wash all the pots and pans, but proud nonetheless. Okay, I want to apologize to you guys because I've been been absent from YouTube until Thursday, and there was a lot of reasons for that I'm not going to get into necessarily, but but I want to say that I am COVID free. But because I had to stay in the waiting room at the hospital with other people who might have COVID, I'm still putting myself again in. Anyway, I'm staying in the house. I'm not going anywhere. So, and I didn't have. It's my niece at her school. There has been a case of COVID, and the case is in my niece's class. My niece started sneezing and having a cold. Symptoms, and so did I. But I didn't feel sick, but I thought, oh my gosh, what if, right? So I went and got tested, and well, everything is fine now. I can see my parents, which is, no, I won't be able to see them for another 2 weeks. Oh, anyway, as long as they're well and healthy, that's what matters. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the sound. It's still a problem, and it's getting ready to go, and it's still a problem. Oh, that it was gracious too. You know, he landed gracefully on the ladder. That's very impressive. I'm proud. What was I saying? Yeah, the sound. I need help with you, from you guys, because I don't know what else to do. Now, I got the new camera to work, and I'm very, very, very happy about that. It looks like the, you know, those machines from War of the World. Yeah, but it has a light, so I think that's going to help with lighting at night more than what it is right now. How much, I don't know, but you know, who knows. And anyway, I can't get my sound I can't get my sound right. So if any of you have suggestions on what to do, I've tried different mics, I've tried different I even have a new headset here with a mic, and yeah, it's not working. So if you have any suggestions, I would be very, very happy to try them out. And today we're going to read on Russia in Ukraine and NATO. As you know, Russia has been, has always been a problem in Europe. And Putin, there's a rumor that's been floating around for like years. Putin wants to reunite all the countries and rebuild the USSR. Now, my girlfriend's boyfriend is Romanian, and he's told me that in Romania they expect to be invaded at any time. He said if Russia is successful in invading Ukraine, because that's a big thing, then more countries are going to fall into it, and they expect Romania to be one of those. So the first thing I want to know, I'm going to do a quick read here, is what is in general Putin's plan. Now my cards are all mixed up. There are reverses and sunny side up, and but we're reading with the zombie tarot because it's Russia, and I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that with this deck I do not read reverse. I only read sunny side up with my gut feeling. So, you know, if I see something that would mean something different than what is sunny, if I'll get started and we'll go from there. So the Knight of Cups. Okay, I'll bring down the camera. You will see it in my face, but okay, the Knight of Cups. So right now he's trying to be the charming self. He's trying to appear charming to everyone and say, no, we want to invade Russia, Ukraine. We want to invade Ukraine. Wait, yeah, you will. That was a really bad Russian accent. Being French, I shouldn't do any accent, so I won't do those again. And what comes across it is the Two of Swords. So he has a decision to make, but when I look at it, I don't think it's the decision as to should I go left or should I go right. It's more like, should I go for Ukraine or should I go for, I don't know, Estonia or Lithuania or places like that. So that tells me that I need to learn more about him. Conscious thoughts. Knight of Swords. Charging. Communication. Thoughts. Why do I see Putin as a knight? Anyway, it's very fitting our reading. What I'm thinking here is that he is going to charge eventually towards Ukraine or another country in that area. Subconscious thoughts. The Queen of Wands. Fiery woman. Angela Merkel, is she? No, she's an earth sign. I think she's Taurus. How he sees himself? Jesus, it's all upside down. How he sees himself? The Two of Hazard, second, number 2. That's Hazard, that's a pentacle. It's working, he's working on something. What, we don't know. What? I don't even think he knows. And the Queen of Cups. Of all the cards that came out, it's the only one that came right side up. Sunny side up. He wants to charge. He will charge towards a country. It's not certain that it is necessarily going to be Ukraine, but it could very well be. I would say it's about 90% decided that it is Ukraine. Fire project. So unconsciously he's still having this dream of being a world leader. That's what he wants, and that's what we don't want. We're going to eat our heart out before we allow him to do that. Or in this case, we're going to eat our brains before we allow this to take place. Okay, I see why we got the Queen of Cups here. There is a medicine. There's a rumor that he's sick. There's a rumor that it might be Parkinson's or something like that. I don't know what that is, but he is. I don't think he's the drinking type. I'm not saying that he never drinks. I'm just saying that I personally, I don't drink. And the reason why I don't drink is because I could drink as much as I want, mix all kinds of booze together. I'll never get sick. I don't even get a headache in the morning. Nothing. I feel fine. I feel as if nothing happened the night before. What I hate though is that when I drink, I'm afraid of losing control. And that is the reason why I don't drink. And it could very well be that that's the reason why Putin doesn't drink. He may have started drinking more regularly to help with his illness, or he might have started. He might be on medication, and that is affecting him on an emotional level. She's eating the brain, and I think that when you drink, you're losing your brain. So you're losing control, and that bottle there of booze is telling me that he's hurting. Right now I'm going by the images. I think you might have noticed that. He is hurting, but he's taking his medicine. Taking his medicine means he is losing, is having an effect on his judgment. Because there's one thing we can say a lot of things about Putin. That guy isn't stupid. And one of the reasons why the Cold War wasn't continued when he became president, well, it started with Yeltsin, but he was behind the scene doing everything. And one of the reasons why I think that nothing happened during the Cold War is because no one was stupid enough to press the button. So the guy is charging, he's walking all over the people. So that's NATO, and there is someone within NATO. There is a country or a leader within NATO that is. Oh, okay. Give me a second here. There is someone within NATO who's helping out, because he is give me a second, okay? I'll be right back. He's holding a leader within a country hostage. For what? I don't know. But that leader is giving information to Putin. And I'm going to do another reading soon, and that might give us an idea as to who that person might be. The country, the name of the country comes to mind. We're not talking about Trump here. Trump is too stupid. Trump is ignorant of everything. He didn't know what was going on. Never had a clue. He never had a clue. Whoever is doing this and giving the information is being framed. And the demands are coming really, really, really fast. urgently. All fire signs, all fire cards, the Knight of Rod, the Ten of Rods. I mean, like I said, Putin or Russia has this person, and they're putting a lot of weight on them to provide things faster and faster. But eventually the Knight of Rod, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Knight of Rods. The Knight of Rod is going to kind of save this person. At the back, the Lovers, Five of Wands, this person's been found in a compromising situation. There's some infighting going on, and Putin is holding the strings. This this person is foolish. And immature. And wish they could go back to better times before he started doing those stupid things. But it's going to come to an end. See, here is a new beginning. But again, it's going to come to an end. And then I have the sword, the Ace of Sword, which is the sword of justice, the sword of truth. And last but not least, Lady Justice, Queen of Swords. So, there is someone in a country, in a NATO country, who is in a leadership position. It could be a prime minister or president, like it could be someone like, you know, the Secretary of Defense or the Minister of International Affairs. You know, it could be all of that. But at this time, I'm not at ease to mention who that person is, because I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to do something or say something that could hurt. So I'm going to leave it there for now, because I need to go call back my mom. And after that, I'll come back and look at Ukraine. I'm going to look at the haunted house for Ukraine, because they are very worried. They're digging trenches And yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice for them. So thank you very much for watching. I will post this one as soon as possible, and then I'll do another one on Ukraine. I have to make up for lost time. Bye guys.